I found an object near a dilapidated trailer and some other abandoned machinery in the woods. It is a small, rusty metal item measuring approximately 2.5 by 4 by 2 inches with ALCU inscribed on the back. The marbled and black components appear to be made of plastic. While I am uncertain of its age, it seems to have been in that location for several years. Any idea what this is made for? This is 50 amp 250 volt NEMA 10 to 50R, surface mount power outlet, single straight blade range, and dryer outlet non-grounding, black. I came across this image in a meme and am quite curious about its potential use. It features a large spike at the front. Is this intended to function like an unconventional single-forked forklift? Why does it have only one spike? Could it be designed to push open a gate? If that is the case, why does it have such a prominent pillar at the front instead of a flat surface? Any ideas? They use it for moving steel coils around the coil yard and might be useful to transport those giant wheels for mining trucks too. I found an unusual old bell in the Hudson Valley, measuring approximately 11 inches in height and 8 to 9 inches at the lip. It appears to be made of brass and features the initials VOC on two sides, along with nautical stars on the other two sides. Any ideas what this thing is? It's called Verenigde Oost-Indische Compagnie, which translated to the United East Indian Company. It was a large Dutch trading company importing spices and such, making the Dutch have their golden century. It's a bell from a ship or outpost. This company was the most valuable one in the history of humankind, with Amazon or Apple just worth fractions of it. I found an item in a barn at a job site. It features a large cutting blade attached to the flywheel. The ratchet mechanism allows the wheel components to advance approximately 2 centimeters with each revolution of the flywheel. I am uncertain about its intended cutting. Any ideas what this thing is? This is a Dougall's chaff cutter. It used to cut straw or hay. During a renovation in 2019, I discovered a metal object measuring approximately 10 inches in a barn in Michigan that was originally constructed in the 1870s. The bottom blade is designed to pivot, while the top blade can slide vertically. Any idea what this is made for? This is can opener. The spear point on this can and bottle opener was utilized to puncture and open a can, while the other end opened bottles by flipping off the bottle caps. Most of the cast iron can and bottle openers with a comparable simple form and design date from the late 1800s to the very early 1900s. Although an exact date for this opener could not be determined, it is very possible that it too dates from the late 1800s or the early 20th century. I found this item in a parking lot. The 6 knobs on the right control the smaller knobs on the left and can be secured in the 4 position using a pin. The overall length is 100 millimeters, with a 16-24-60 split among the tip, stem, and knobs. The width measures 32 millimeters with the knobs, 18 millimeters without on the body, 4 millimeters on the stem, and 6 millimeters on the tip. The material appears to be steel, with 1 row of knobs exhibiting a brass color. I am uncertain about the appropriate keywords to use for a Google search. Any ideas what this thing is? This is the Ford Tibby door lock master decoder tool. It was inadvertently left behind by an individual who was involved in thefts from vehicles at the mall. I found the kit while clearing out an old house. It is a multi-piece tool kit that includes metal screwdrivers and wooden implements with articulated cork tips. The previous owner appeared to have a strong interest in arts and crafts. Unfortunately, I did not find any identifying marks or logos, and I cannot determine whether the tools have been used. I attempted a reverse Google image search on the wooden tool, but did not obtain any useful results. Any ideas what this thing is? The wooden rods are intended for the construction of lampshades. The bottom tools are watch repair tools. I found a metal knocker located on a pew in the Montreal Notre Dame Basilica. It is hinged at the top, and when you press the small indent, it lifts upward. However, it does not produce a significant sound when struck like a traditional knocker. These fixtures were present on the backs of many pews throughout the basilica. Any idea what this is made for? Those are hat clips from the time people wore hats to church. It is also a paper holder for hymns. I have them at an old Catholic school. They are on the door for the office to put papers for the teachers while not disrupting classes. I found this item in a charity shop located in Norfolk, UK. The shop assistant was unaware of its purpose or how long it had been in the store. Its appearance suggests it is mass-produced rather than handmade. The item is made of plastic, weighs approximately 10 ounces, and has no visible markings or inscriptions. It is solid and does not open or disassemble in any manner. One side features a solid plastic design that mimics the look of aged wood, while the other side is gray plastic with grooves running along its length. I have conducted various online searches and utilized Google Lens in an attempt to identify it, but have not had any success. Any ideas what this thing is? It's lint remover. Vintage static lint brush. I found 3 leather straps with holes on both ends in a rarely used dresser from my husband's bachelor days. When I searched for similar items on Google Images, the results included watch straps and makeup swatches, neither of which matched what I have. The straps are brown, flexible, and appear to be from luggage or a similar item. Any ideas what this thing is? They go with suspenders. Fun fact, in British English, suspenders are the lingerie item used for holding up stockings. This fact definitely gives the leather item a different spin. For completeness, what Americans call suspenders, we call braces. And just for added confusion, braces are also what you call a retainer for teeth. Got all that? While riding an all-terrain vehicle on an old logging road that has not been utilized in many years, I found an object just off the edge of the road. It is remarkably heavy, and I am unable to move it. The upper section appears to be hollow and may have served as a fluid reservoir or something similar. Unfortunately, I could not locate any identifying markings on the visible sides, and my attempt to use Google Lens for identification was unsuccessful. Anyone know what this is? This is a section of a cast iron sectional boiler.